The DGP could not verify the credentials. They were handed over to the Indian agencies for deportation through the established mechanism. More than 2,400 cases of nationality verification of Bangladesh nationals for completing the deportation process are pending with the High Commission of Bangladesh, New Delhi. Some of them are pending for more than 5 years. The matter has been flagged to the appropriate authority. We have also requested DGP to take up the case with the concerned authorities to expedite the confirmation so that they are united with their families. If there are any instances of border violation by Indian nationals or Bangladeshi nationals, a well-established mechanism exists between both the countries for deporting or handing over the nationals to each other. Both the forces are also following it to resolve any such issues.
I work at AFP. Basically, I am supplementing my colleague's question. Dozens of Indian nationals were also pushed inside Bangladesh. Was it a deliberate attempt to send Indian nationals because of their language and religion, or you made a mistake?
They said if there are any instances of border violation by Indian nationals or Bangladeshi nationals, a well-established mechanism exists between both the countries for deportation. We will immediately accept if they are Indian nationals.
Any more questions? Please raise your hand.
Assalamualaikum. আমার নাম আলামি দাজু, আমি বাটা ডক্টর ফ্রেন্স করি। আমি বাংলায় প্রশ্ন করি, ইংলিশ অত ভালো বাংলা। আমার জানতে চাওয়াটা হচ্ছে যে গত 15 বছরে টু দা বিএসএফ ডিরেক্টর, আমার জানতে চাওয়া হচ্ছে যে গত 15 বছরে আপনারা যে কাজটি করেননি একটিবারের জন্য আমাদের জানা মতে, সেটি গত 3 মাসের থেকে 4 মাসের ভিতরে 2000-এর অধিক প্রশিক্ষণ হয়েছে কেন? এটার পেছনে অন্য কোনো কারণ আছে কিনা?
Some of you need to translate.
Sir, he said that in the last 15 years, the pushes that has been occurring, in the last there was no pushing attempts in our country. But in this year, there were more than 2,000 people have been pushed in our country. So is there any specific reason for that?
There is no specific reason. People are coming back. Yesterday only we found about 100 people coming back. There is a great, from my side, there is a great exfiltration happening. People are coming back. They are coming back through proper channels. They are coming back through gaps, and they are coming back to us. Whosoever we find, we immediately are handing over to the DGP. Thank you.
Anyone wants to? You can ask questions in Bangla also.
Hello. Bhai bolen.
Yes, please. Microphone.
I am from 𝗔𝗯𝗃𝗃𝗁 Television. I have a question from the DC of BSF. The border areas of Bangladesh and India are often closed in terms of culture and language. If Bengali members of the BSF are deployed along the Indian border, will that contribute further to improving our bilateral relation?
Well, we have a system wherein regular transfers happen from one place to another. We have a short tenure of 3 years at every place. So this rotation is very important, and we'll continue with that rotation. Yes, of course, people from all ethnic groups, every kind of language knowing people are there in the country. So they keep rotating, they get the chance to work here also. Thank you.
Gentleman at the back.
Assalamualaikum. I'm 𝗔𝗯𝗃𝗀𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗶cie. I'm from BD News 24.com. I just want to know what measures you are taking to stop border killing in both of the parties. Thank you for your question. We have raised it as one of the top priority issues of our this conference. And if any Bangladeshi people inadvertently, not deliberately, inadvertently crosses the international boundary by mistake or without any deliberate criminal attempt, then we have emphasized to BSF that they can be dealt as per the law of the land, which is they can apprehend them, hand over to the Indian law enforcing agency, or as a goodwill hand over back to BGP. And in no situation, in no case, lethal weapon should be used, which would cause the death of that individual. That we have emphasized, and then the Excellency DGBSF, along with the delegation, assured us they would continue their highest effort so that loss of life doesn't take place. Thank you.
আচ্ছা, আমি একটা প্রশ্ন করছি। আমার নাম জসিম, আমি সিনিয়র রিপোর্টার ঢাকা পোস্টে কাজ করি। সেটা হচ্ছে যে সীমান্ত যে হত্যা ঘটনাগুলো ঘটছে, সেখানে এটা নিঃসন্দেহে মানবাধিকার লঙ্ঘনের একটা বিষয়। এখানে মারণাস্ত্র ব্যবহারের সুনির্দিষ্ট অভিযোগ বিএসএফের বিরুদ্ধে আছে, এটা একটি বিষয়। আর একটি হচ্ছে যে ভারতীয় নাগরিক, ইন্ডিয়ান সিটিজেনকে বাংলাদেশে পুষিত করা হচ্ছে। একটু স্পেসিফিকলি বলতে পারবো এটার সুনির্দিষ্ট কারণ কি, একটু যদি বলতেন।
So his question was that in the bordering areas there are instances of killing and use of the lethal weapon, and again in the pushings of Indian nationals continue. What are the intermediate measures, or what are the measures you can take? Or what are the reasons?
So, since last 15 years, BSF has adopted non-lethal strategy to minimize such unfortunate incidents on the border. However, in some instances, trans-border criminals attack the BSF personnel on duty. Whenever the criminal activities are thwarted by the BSF troops, the criminals respond with abuses, strong pelting, attacks on BSF personnel, using sharp-edged lethal weapons in complete disregard of warnings by the BSF troops. And this mostly happens in the dead of the night. It is a matter of fact that in such attacks, 35 BSF personnel were grievously injured in the first 6 months of this year alone. Repeated and blatant violation of the international boundary, coupled with attacks on the BSF troops on duty inside the Indian territory, is a matter of extreme concern for us and not at all acceptable. BSF personnel fires only and only as a last resort in the face of imminent threat to his life in self-defense irrespective of the nationality. Such unfortunate occurrences can be avoided if proper fence is put up in place on the border from both the sides. This will stall transgressions in each other's areas and minimize the mishaps on the border. Border fencing does not have any defense potential and is a physical deterrent to curb trans-border crimes, which is beneficial to both the nations. The Government of India, to stop such kind of mishaps happening on the border, has spent thousands of crores of rupees in erecting fences, floodlighting, deploying electronic surveillance systems to curb such kind of trans-border offences which lead to unfortunate occurrences. Thank you.
We'll have a last question.
If I may, I would like to add a couple of words actually. As you have also raised the concern of this border killing, this is as I said before, this was one of the most emphasizing priority giving agenda point, and we had a long discussion on both sides on this. And as you have just heard, Excellency the 𝗔𝗲𝗃𝗃, that the BSF fires only for self-defense. But again, we cited examples where even some of the killings took place even in broad daylight. So in broad daylight, and sometimes some minor was killed. So we raised the question, how come a minor can pose a threat on lives of an armed BSF soldier? Or in broad daylight, what kind of threat that individual can put onto the armed BSF soldier? So we challenged all those life-saving and non-life-saving, self-defense and all. However, at the end, both sides agreed and to try the best from each other so that no crossings take place, whether deliberately or inadvertently, and we will try so that no loss of life takes place. Now we wait, and again we'll try to implement those in the ground, and we have requested the same to the BSF authorities as well. Thank you.
Last question, gentleman at the front, please.
I have a question, please.
Yeah, wait, just
Yes.
wait. He was waiting for long.
May I?
Wait, just a minute.
আমি আলিয়াজম বলছিলাম সিঙ্গারিপুরা বাংলাদেশ প্রতিদিন মাননীয় ডিজি বিজেপির কাছে আমার প্রশ্ন এবং বাংলা উত্তর চাচ্ছিলাম করে সুবিধা হবে
কোথায় আছে দেখতে পাচ্ছি না
এই যে আমি এদিকে আছি ডান দিকে আছি জি আমার প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে 4 দিনের ভিতরে সম্মেলন হলো সম্মেলন আমরা আসলে কি পেলাম কি আশ্বাস পেলাম বা 4 দিনের কনক্লুশনটা কি আমরা জানতে চাইছিলাম ধন্যবাদ
So his question was that we are doing many
Okay. How will you handle it? He asked that what is the summary of the outcome of this couple of days conference? What are we really hoping to achieve? So you have heard the moderator. He said in the beginning, our highest priority were the agendas which received the highest priority were the border killing, then pushing, then prevention of smuggling, mostly smuggling of narcotics, smuggling of arms, illegal arms coming inside, human trafficking, and illegal construction within 150 yards. And from BSF side, it was that stopping the smugglers to get into the Indian territory and the criminals getting into the Indian territory. Then the stoppage by BGB towards some development projects which do not have any defense potentials. Then stopping the fake currency Indian notes. And there are, in addition, on survey related and river related, water related, some other issues were there that we have discussed. And the outcome or takeaway that the assurances on both the sides on few parts where BGB and BSF are directly involved, and few other aspects where different other ministries or agencies are involved. So both sides agreed to pursue with their corresponding agency or ministry and so that those are resolved. Thank you.
Jamuna Television. Yes, sir.
May I go now? Okay, 48 Rohingyas registered in India were moved to Bangladesh. It was a report given at month of June. So, to be specific, 5 Rohingyas RRC also recognized who were in India and they were pushed into Bangladesh. Do you think it is a violation of international law? What is your views regarding this? I'm asking the Indian side.
So, as I said, we have very well-established mechanisms for deportations. We follow that only.
Okay. Let this be the last question.
This will be the last question.
I'm 𝗖𝗫𝗁 from the Business News. Good to see you all. My question: any fellowship program between Bangladesh and India, exchange program, because we know everybody বাংলাদেশ এবং ইন্ডিয়ার মানুষ সবসময় বড় একটু ভিত্তিতে থাকে বা তাদের প্রতি যে আচরণ অনেক সময় আপনারা যখন মিটিং করেন বিজিবি এবং বিএসএফ যখন মিটিং করে সবাই কিন্তু খুশি হয় যে এই ধরনের মিটিং একসাথে যাতে আরও হয়। তো সেই ক্ষেত্রে ফেলোশিপ আমরা যেটা বলি যে যদি দুই দেশের মানুষের ভিতরে বা অন্যান্য ক্ষেত্রে যদি আপনার বিরোধী অ্যাক্টিভিস্ট শুরু করে বিজিবি বিএসএফ তাহলে আমরা আপনাদের সম্বন্ধে এবং মানুষের যে ভয়ভীতি অথবা যে সম্পর্ক উন্নয়নের যে ভূমিকা আরও রাখা সম্ভব হয়।
I have a question, please.
I think we had the last question. Let me reply to that and then we'll finish. Okay.
Let me answer.
Okay, if I can translate, he said that usually people at the border, both sides, remain in some sort of fear and panicking mode that what unrest might take place. So, a good portion of the population wants more engagement between BGP and BSF, so that no sort of distressful situation occurs at the border. This was also proposed by BSF, candidly speaking, and then we have also given our assurance to have more sort of confidence building measures, and which should contribute and collaborate to stoppage of border killing, pushing, or whatever we may call it, and will ensure a more congenial atmosphere, which all of us want actually. The peaceful life of the population at the border. Thank you. Okay. Should we take on this? Let that be the last question, because the delegation has a flight to catch in early afternoon.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম, আমি দৈনিক আমার বার্তা সিনিয়র রিপোর্টার হিসেবে আছি। আমার একটি প্রশ্ন যে বিগত বছরখানেক আগে আমাদের দেশের সরকার পতন হওয়ার পর বাংলাদেশ এবং ইন্ডিয়ার সম্পর্কটা একটু অবনতির দিকে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি। তো এইখানে সম্পর্ক উন্নতি আনার জন্য বিজিবি এবং বিএসএফ এর ব্যাপারে তারা আপনারা যে বৈঠক করেছেন, কনফারেন্স করেছেন, এটার ব্যাপারে কি কোনো উন্নতির দিকে আসার জন্য কোনো অগ্রগতি নিয়েছেন, কোনো ভূমিকা রেখেছেন?
If I may translate, is that he feels that bit of in last few days there was some bit of downward trend amongst the bilateral relationship between two nations. So what BGP and BSF are doing to improve that? Candidly speaking, we were limited to the agenda points, mostly in the bordering areas, and the points received from different ministries, which were forwarded to BGP, and BSF also received the points from their different counterparts. However, whether agenda points are related to the border or not, or to the river sharing, water sharing, or no border killing, or whether the fencing should be there or not at the border, all these eventually, if resolved on the ground, they will immensely contribute in improving the relationship between two countries. So our focus is onto these elements, these agenda points, and we are trying to work things out, have a better and secure border for both the sides, so that eventually no tension at the border arises. And as you say, we expect if we can do that on the ground, that will contribute to the association and other fields as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No more questions, sir. We have ended the time. Distinguished journalists, on behalf of both the delegations, let me once again thank you for all of your thoughtful participation, insightful questions, and continued interest. The briefing is now formally concluded. We deeply appreciate your presence. Thank you very much.
And special thanks for all of you who waited for a long time because of our last part of the meeting was extended. একটু লম্বা হয়েছিল, দীর্ঘায়িত হয়েছিল, আপনাদের অনেক দীর্ঘ সময় অপেক্ষা করতে হয়েছে। সেজন্য আপনাদের সবাইকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ, অনেক কৃতজ্ঞতা। আপনাদের দুপুরের খাবার আছে, সেটা নিয়ে বা খেয়ে আপনারা যাবেন। ভালো থাকবেন সবাই।